But before we get started, I do want to do a quick live look-in. We've got a home party taking place in Connecticut, I think Waterbury, Connecticut. Here we go. Let's put them on the big screen. Welcome everyone in Waterbury. How y'all doing? Fantastic crowd there. Outstanding. All right. Well, I know we've got a number of people there in Waterbury, but I believe we're going to hear from Kathy Craig, a senior consultant, I believe hosting the home party. Welcome, Kathy. And if you would, share with everyone your why. What is it you're doing this business for?
Thanks, Sean. Thanks for coming into our home tonight. Just a short version. Back in 2000, my husband and I became foster parents and raised over 32 foster kids in our home, but proud to say we've adopted 5 of those 32. And back in 2006, my husband got sick. A month before he went in the hospital, I lost my full-time job. And 2 months later, our Lord took him home. And I've been raising the 5 kids for the last 10 years, 2 in college, 1 looking at college. And now I have a biological son that recently found me, and I have a grandson that I'll be meeting for the first time in December, all thanks to Ambit. So that's my short why.
I tell you what, I don't get caught speechless very often, but that is powerful. Thank you, Kathy, for sharing that. I know some of that might have been a little tough to share. You've got an incredible why. Certainly prayers with you, and I'm sure everyone's pulling and rooting for you to get Ambit where you need it to be to take all those kids to college. And wow, you're an incredible soul, my friend. Thank you for sharing, and thank you everyone for being a part of our live look-in. We'll just say goodbye real quick, and we're going to introduce our guest speaker for the evening. Thanks, guys. All right. Wow. It doesn't get more powerful than that. Let me switch back here. Okay, well, this evening, ladies and gentlemen, thank you everyone for joining us. We have an incredible individual to close out your home meeting, or maybe a small group. Maybe you're in a restaurant, maybe you're in an office, wherever you're at here this evening. We've got a Pure Energy Award-winning EC from from Connecticut. He's been on multiple Success from Home covers. He's trained at Ambition. He's got his own training center in Connecticut, open for the entire Ambit world to take advantage of. An incredible individual that's given his time, his energy, not just for his own team, but for anyone out there. He's helped launch Rhode Island, New Hampshire, and Maine. He's an individual that I'm sure everyone is familiar with up in that area. Please help me welcome my friend, Jon Truskauskas. Jon, are you with us?
I am, Sean. Can you hear me okay?
I can. You're coming through loud and clear, my friend. The floor is yours. Please close it out for us.
Excellent. First of all, Sean, I want to thank you for everything you do, putting this together week after week. I know it's a lot of work and really excited to be part of it. And before we get started with the close, I'm just going to share a little bit about my background with Ambit Energy and how I found the Ambit Energy. So go back 4.5 years ago when I first saw Ambit. I was operating my own construction company, had several employees. And on top of that, I was a selectman for our town government. And if you're not familiar with selectman form of government, we were actually, instead of having a mayor in the town, we have a 3-board panel, and I'm one of those people who kind of makes the decisions for the town. And then on top of that, I was committee chairman for our local Boy Scout troop. So I get up, start my morning very early, sometimes about 5 o'clock in the morning, try to get to my shop before my guys, and then work all throughout the day. And then at night, I would be doing office work or designing septic systems or whatever else I was doing. And on top of that, taking care of the town and the Boy Scout duties. So my day most nights would end up around midnight, and then I'd get up the next morning and do it all over again. And then I was going in on weekends, just trying to work to stay on top of what was coming for the week ahead. And I had absolutely no extra time to really go out and do much of anything. And then along comes a very good friend of mine and said, hey, you know what? I've got another business for you to look at. And it took me a couple of weeks of him pestering me to take a look at it. And when I finally looked at it, I saw being able to tie my income to energy. And I'll tell you, being in the construction industry, the housing bubble broke several years ago, and I was part of that, and I took a pretty good financial hit. And I'll tell you, I struggled to pay my bills some months, but the one bill that I paid was my energy bill. So when I saw tying my income to energy, a bill that I know everybody had to pay, whether they want to or not, I definitely saw that as a good thing. And I decided to get started and reached out in the very early on only calling friends and family as I was driving in the truck from job to job. I didn't really have, an extra half hour to take out of my schedule to work Ambit Energy. I just weaved in and out about my schedule. And probably the most important thing I'll share with you is prior to Ambit Energy, I had absolutely no network marketing or direct sales experience. And even with no experience, because of the mentorship and leadership and the training that's available, 18 short months into my Ambit Energy business, the residual income that you guys all saw tonight was covering all my hard expenses at home. Now, 4.5 years later, financially free, I'm able to do what I want, travel. I still have the construction business, but I've turned it into a hobby business. I pick and choose where I want to work, when I want to work, but I travel, spend time with the people I want to spend time with, and 100% changed my life. And, I saw Ambit Energy early on, and I thought, what a great way to build retirement and financial future and that sort of thing. And it's far surpassed what I thought it would. So if it's your first time looking at Ambit Energy, you heard about a company that's only 10 years old and $1.5 billion company, 1 million customers with all the accolades, JD Power, A+ rated of the Better Business Bureau. And if it's your first time looking at it, you may be asking yourself, how does a company go from startup to that kind of revenue so quickly? And what I'll tell you, it's because what we offer is a service, not a product. And there's plenty of good network marketing, direct sales, product-based businesses. And I'm not here to talk bad about product-based businesses. But what I do want to do is share with you, there's 4 things that we do that the product-based businesses can't do. And the first one you heard about in the videos tonight is we sell for less than retail. We save our customers money. And a product-based business, by the time they develop that product and bring that product to market, they have to charge a premium for that product in order to pay their sales force and keep the company in business. With us, they don't have to do that. We just save our customers money. And the second thing, I want you to think about this second thing, whether Ambit Energy is a good fit for you and your family or not. I want you to think about this second thing from our perspective, from the perspective of an Ambit Energy independent consultant. Every person you know and every person you don't know use our service. It's electricity. Everybody has their computers and lights on right now watching this video. You're using electricity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, whether you're home or not. And if you're sitting in somebody else's living room right now and your kids are at home, guess what? Every light in the house is on. And if you're already an Ambit Energy customer, we thank you for that. We love kids. They turn them lights on. Goes right into the third thing, no education. Your 2-year-old can turn the light switch on, no problem. They know how to operate. You don't have to educate them on the benefits and values of having electricity or natural gas in their homes. And the fourth thing, probably the most important thing, is no selling. With a product-based business, you have to have or learn good sales skills to consistently, month after month, go out and sell enough product in order to get all your point value and get the residual income that you deserve. And the other thing I want to talk about is the power of part-time. Most people that get started with Ambit Energy do so on a part-time basis. So those numbers that you saw in those slides today, those are in addition to, not instead of what you're currently doing. Most people do this right alongside with what they're doing. And as they start to generate more income, they then have choices as to what they want to do with their lives. So, we show you some money and the money is cool, but what's better than the money is choices. And I'll just share with you, I had to have a tooth extracted this morning, and I went there and I didn't have to ask a boss for time off. I didn't have to worry about making sure my shift was covered. I didn't have to worry about anything. I called, they could squeeze me in. I went there and had it taken care of. And it's that sort of freedom that Ambit Energy has given so many people. So pretty excited about that. And the lucrative compensation plan we have, it's truly second to none. Ambit Energy pays more money to more people just for going out and getting something started. About how that's going, and then timing. It doesn't matter what business that you're looking to get started, but it's really all about timing. You think about if tonight we were putting together an online presentation to talk about opening a blockbuster franchise, nobody would be tuning in, right? We all missed that one. Ambit Energy is in its infancy. We're 10 years old with all the accolades, but we're truly just getting started. We have potential to expand into other states, other markets, and even to go international. Parts of Canada are deregulated, Western Europe, New Zealand, Mexico is going through the deregulation process. So because somebody thought enough to invite you to take a look at this opportunity tonight, there's potential sometime in the future, somebody in New Zealand is going to turn a light switch on. You'll be sleeping in your bed here in the United States or wherever you are, and you're going to be earning money because you took a look at it. And then we have a system. We have a proven system in place that was really what makes this work. All the stuff that we talked about, if we didn't have a system to help you be successful, it really would mean nothing. But we have a proven system that not only do we know what works and how to help people make money, but we know what doesn't work. So if we can stop you from doing all those things that don't work, take all that time away and waste that time, you can actually have more rapid success than we've had. And it's that system that I was able to plug into early on, get coaching and mentorship, and that's available to anybody, no matter where you are in Ambit Energy. And that's the thing that really separates us. The amount of people that are here to help you. There's trainings and online calls, things like this that are put together to help you be successful in Ambit Energy. So if you're a guest looking at this tonight, we're going to give you a simple test. It's going to be multiple choice. It's just going to be A, B, or C. So you're a C person, type C person, took a look at Ambit Energy, you just don't see it. Or maybe you have a better way to plan for your family's financial future, and that's okay. Ambit Energy is $1.5 billion company. I can assure you they're not looking for your $100. And this is relationship marketing. So what that means is the person that invited you to take a look tonight, they've got a relationship with you. They don't want your $100 either. So if you don't see this the way we do, we're going to ask you to not join Ambit Energy as a consultant. Honestly, you're just going to take time away from what we want to be doing. But we do know you use electricity. Love to have you as a customer. We'll save you money on your bill, and we'll even help you take advantage of our free energy program if that's what you want to do. You're going to get a nice welcome gift just for trying the service. And if you're a type B, most people that see Ambit Energy, they fall into the type B category. You see it, it's a no-brainer. You know you want to be a part of it, but you're not sure what your friends are going to think. And usually an opportunity this big, you hear about it or read about it 20 or 30 years too late. So if you're at a home party tonight, make sure you get your questions answered. If you're plugging in at home, call the person tonight that invited you to take a look at this and get your questions answered before you go to bed. You know, this may or may not be for you, but you want to make sure you're getting your questions answered and get them answered by people that are in the know. You know, you want to make sure you're talking to someone who's already had success. Don't go talk to your broke Uncle Louie and say, hey, do you think this thing will work? Right? You want to talk to the people that have been in the trenches, and that's where you're going to get your questions answered. And if you're type A, you've got your fingers on the keyboard, you're ready to get enrolled tonight, and I want to congratulate you. I honestly believe you've made the best possible decision you can for your family's financial future, and that deserves congratulations. And I know no matter where you are in the country or in the world, you're busy. You carved extra time to take a look at what we have tonight. So most importantly, I want to thank you for spending time with us. Thank you for taking a look at Ambit Energy, and I wish you the best of luck in the future. So thank you, guys.